Welcome back to the Fragrance Fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing well today. Thanks for spending some time with me. We are going to get you smelling excellent today. And today we're going to be talking about the big, the daunting, the never-ending world of niche fragrances. There's so many out there. Some of them are so difficult and challenging. Can't a guy just get a dang fragrance that smells good? Is that too much to ask for? It's definitely not. Here we have, 8 niche fragrances that are great entry points into the niche world, and they're also going to have some good performance for you because I know you guys like your stuff to last. So let's get started here with Goldfield and Banks. This is Ingenious Ginger. So this one gets often compared to things like Bulgari's Tiger and Sospiro Vibrato. It does have a similar scent profile, but it kind of does its own thing. Not as much grapefruit prominence as you get in Tiger. That one's more focused on like the citruses and is much more of a summery, fresh type fragrance. Whereas this one I think can be worn in the fall time, even the winter. It's more of like a transitional fragrance in my mind. It has a little bit more of a floral component going on. It has more of a unisex lean to it. And it has that ginger done in a very zingy way. It's definitely the forefront of this fragrance. It's maybe got a little bit of grapefruit in there as well. I don't remember the notes 100%, but this one definitely goes in a bit more of an ambery, kind of thicker direction. Not as fresh, still excellent, an excellent alternative, and I really enjoy the twists and turns that this one provides. A lot going on for what it is, but not so complex that if you're just getting into the space and you want to explore niche fragrances, that this one would be too difficult for you to wrap your nose around, so to say. I think the quality here is excellent. I know they use a lot of natural ingredients, and you can get these for about $100 right now. They're becoming more and more heavily discounted. So yeah, I think it's really worth a pickup for either yourself or your significant other. You're going to be smelling great, and you're going to stand out, and you're going to have a really quality fragrance with Ingenious Ginger that you can pretty much wear all year round. Maybe not on the hottest days, but there's plenty of freshies out there in this list to fill that role as well. So next one up, we have what I consider my signature scent, one of my favorite fragrances. This is Parfums de Marly Percival. Kind of smells like Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, except like 100 times better quality, more nuance, more going on. You get the heliotrope there. You do still get that kind of fougere, that modern fougere take. You get some of this blue shower gel freshness mixed in there very well. A classic scent profile at this point, but it never gets old. This will never smell bad or outdated or anything like that. This is the perfect fragrance for a professional, for someone who wants to smell good but doesn't want to kind of bother the people around them, or someone that doesn't want to wear something very challenging but still niche and high quality. This is arguably the best choice to go with. This was my first niche fragrance that I ever picked up, and it's a great starting point for anyone out there. It lasts a long time, great quality, nice looking bottle, and a beautiful scent profile that captivates many. I mean, people love the Fierce DNA. I love the Fierce DNA, and I especially love Percival. It is the ultimate take on that. So Parfums de Marly Percival. All right, next one up we have, it's from the house of Nishane. This is often known as the Cha-Cha Slide. This is Wulong Cha. The best tea fragrance on the market between niche, designer, anything. Man, this fragrance is bomb. It oftentimes smells like a lot of luxury hotels that I've noticed as well. I've been in several upscale kind of hotels, and I've certainly noticed that they smell like Wulong Cha. So it might give you that association as well. Green tea, watery, airy, fresh. Again, on the unisex side, a lot of niche fragrances tend to be unisex, but not feminine. Certainly can be worn by a guy. I wear it all the time. I've gotten complimented on this one several times. Smells quality. It projects very heavily, and it lasts a really, really long time for a fresh fragrance. So if you're looking for a tea-based fragrance, if you are into tea-based fragrances at all, certainly have to get your nose on Wulong Cha and check it out. Experience the magic that is the Cha-Cha Slide. So Wulong Cha is great stuff. All right, next one up we have Molinard's Gigembre. Now, of all these fragrances mentioned today, this is the one that's maybe not going to last the longest. I get a solid 4 or 5 hours out of this one, and when you consider the scent profile, yeah, that's not bad because this is super lemonade fresh, super airy, super ozonic, kind of smells like Dior Homme cologne. I'm calling this a long-lasting fragrance list, but of all of these, maybe I'll catch some heat for this one not being super long-lasting. Sorry, but that's the title I'm going with because, you know, algorithm and whatnot. So that's what I'm going with. But Gigembre, getting back to it, is just a great fragrance to wear on a hot summer day. This thing was made for summer. If you like Dior Homme cologne, if you like Jimmy Choo Man Ice, things with that lemonade scent profile, check out Gigembre. I think you can get this one for like $60-ish. Insane quality for the price and a really great entry level into niche perfumery that is very designer friendly. So Molinard Gigembre. Okay, next one up we have is from the house of Gisada. This is Gisada Ambassador. They have a new titanium out that's kind of been getting some hype, but I really have a hard time seeing that it can be better than Ambassador. But with a caveat, you have to like Dior Sauvage. There is a strong similarity between Sauvage. This is quite a synthetic fragrance, and if you spray this one on too heavily, it might be a problem. If you're going into an office or school type setting, you may find that you've overdone it because that's definitely happened to me. I've sprayed a couple too many sprays of this and kind of made me a little bit uncomfortable. So 4 sprays I would say is the max with this one. You're not going to need more than that. It's got a really nice mango note. It's got a tropical type of feeling to it with a crap ton of ambroxan and a crap ton of like synthetic amber woody type nuance that just carries it for hours and hours and hours. Mango Sauvage is basically how you can look at this one. It does have a bit of like a thickness to it, so caution you against wearing this one on a really hot day, but a one that could really work year round, just maybe not on super hot days because it does have that beast mode power. Gisada Ambassador is sick. You gotta like Sauvage though. Okay, next one. We have from the house of Xeroff, this is Mefisto. Yes, this is my pathetic little 30 ml, but you know what? This is a really expensive fragrance and I have way too many as it is. So 30 ml is all that I need, really. I'm going to be wearing this one a lot this summer. This smells very similar to Creed Silver Mountain Water. So similar to the point, I would just say whichever one you can get a better deal on, just go for that one. I really can't pick out that many differences. I do get like a slight green nuance in the opening of this one, but that fades away, and in the dry down, really damn near identical to Creed Silver Mountain Water. Quality's on point, same as the Creed. Yeah, it's super bright, fresh, maybe even like a little bit more sparkly than Silver Mountain Water, but I'm not going to go into the differences too much because really they are so close that any differences that I might come up with are going to be really trivial because they're so close. So figure out which one you can get a better deal on, or maybe you try both and maybe your nose can pick out some more differences than mine. But Xeroff Mefisto in that Silver Mountain Water DNA, excellent for the summer, easy to like, salty, a bit of like this salty watermelon type thing going on. Also a bit of a tea-based fragrance as well. So certainly mostly a summertime, fresh, salty, airy type fragrance. Mefisto. All right. 2 more. Here we go. This is from Mancera. This is Fig Extasy. Very, very underrated. Never hear anybody talk about this one, but it's one of my favorite Manceras, and it is my favorite fig fragrance in my collection. It is not a challenging fig. It's not a really difficult to pull off fig, and fig can come across in many different ways, sometimes a lot more intense or less intense. The way that the fig comes across here is very creamy, it's milky, it's like sugary, but it does have a nice woody masculine tone to it as well. I wouldn't call this a unisex fragrance. I think this is certainly for men because it has a prominent woodiness to it. But the way that the fig comes across in that milky kind of sugary way is really enjoyable. I've tried several fig fragrances and this is just the one for me that hits the spot. Get a sample of this one. You may find that you really like it. I think this is a highly slept on fragrance that is not too complex or too difficult for a beginner to understand and appreciate and really love. Fig Extasy, is a fantastic year-round signature scent-worthy type fragrance. All right, last one up for today is going to be from Day 3 Fragrances. I've been really impressed with their work. This is La Tacita de Cafe, and this is the coffee fragrance that I've been searching for. I've been holding out on buying a coffee fragrance. I've been going through a bunch of different samples, trying to nail down what that perfect coffee fragrance is going to be to my collection, because I don't want to have a bunch of coffee fragrances that become redundant. I just want that one. Coffee's not a note that I like to wear all that often. And I finally found La Tacita de Cafe after sampling their whole house. They have a lot of amazing fragrances. I highly encourage you guys to get a discovery set from Day 3 Fragrances. I doubt you'll be disappointed. The quality for the price that you pay right now is insane, just because they are a newer brand that's coming up, independent, and they're giving you great value. I think once word gets out about them and the demand goes up, their prices are going to increase. They're going to be dumb not to do that. You know, they are a business after all. But this product that they've come out with is fan-freaking-tastic. It's got a bit of a chocolatey gourmand feel to it. This is back into unisex land for sure. Maybe even leaning feminine, because it does have this edible quality to it. It kind of smells chocolatey mixed with a bit of coffee. The coffee is not overly prominent or overly done. A lot of the coffee fragrances that I have tried where coffee is the main star of the show just come across way too intense, way too coffee prominent, and I was really looking for something with a bit of a chocolatey nuance to it, maybe like a mocha cappuccino type feeling to it, not just straight black coffee, which is what this one provides. A lot of people, they say that this kind of reminds them of their auntie's house or of their grandma's house, maybe serving coffee with dinner, or after dinner for dessert, like a chocolatey type of dessert with coffee. So it brings back a lot of nostalgia for people. The quality is on point. This bottle is damn near full. I have not done too many wearings. I think I've only worn this twice so far, because it is more of a situational fragrance. But if you're looking for something that is a little bit interesting without being too difficult to pull off for someone newer into the niche world, I think La Tacita de Cafe may be that coffee fragrance that you're searching for, because it was the coffee fragrance that I was searching for. This is my jam. I really love this one. Great work from the people over at Day 3. That is it for today. Those are the 8 niche fragrances I wanted to talk to you about. Let me know in the comments down below, what was your first niche fragrance? Or what do you recommend somebody just getting into it? What would you recommend for them to be some of the niche fragrances that they should check out? I know you guys have got your fragrance game on point, and that's why you're here. Join the fraternity. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you don't mind. I appreciate your time. Keep being the great smelling people that you are, the positive people that I know you are, and keep spreading love to those around you, as well as your scent cloud. Keep it going. Take care, guys. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. All right.